Suranshi. I am from IITS JAVV. Today my presentation is on cloud computing. So first we learn about cloud computing. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is means to provide the better utilization of resources, scalability, backup, reliability through multiple use of services provided by the cloud provider. We all know that cloud providers such as Amazon, Microsoft Azure, they all are cloud provider which provide the services to store the data in cloud. Cloud is nothing but it is a virtual area or virtually store the data in cloud. As we take example of hospital can access the records through cloud by using mobile phones, or physicians also take the information of patients through cloud. uh, mm, from home we can access the information of our data, bank information, medical information, etc. From cloud. As we all see, the it is the buzzword in today's generation that the cloud computing is very important in all the fields. IT sectors also play a major or very important role in cloud. हमें पता है कि जैसे गवर्नमेंट यूज़ करती है जैसे जैसे क्लाउड सर्विसेज, क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग की टेक्निक आने लगी, वैसे वैसे गवर्नमेंट खुद चाहती थी कि वो भी खुद क्लाउड पर काम करना चाहती थी। इसलिए जो फेडरल गवर्नमेंट थी उन्होंने नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड एंड टेक्नोलॉजी एक इंस्टीट्यूट खोला जो कि क्लाउड सर्विस को कैसे प्रोवाइड करना उसका आर्किटेक्चर बताता है। एंड गवर्नमेंट इन क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग की सारी जो एसेंशियल फीचर्स है और जो भी इसके प्रॉफिट्स है वो सब यूज़ करना चाहती थी। दैट्स वाई गवर्नमेंट ने एक इंस्टीट्यूट खोला जो कि सारी सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर। As we all know, we all use the cloud computing services. The NIST has been designated by Federal Chief Information Officer, and NIST is launched in 2010. It was launched in 2010 by NIST, and NIST created a following public working group in order to provide a technical oriented strategy and standards. There are these are the standards given by these architectures: cloud computing reference architecture and taxonomy working group, first one. Second one is cloud computing standard acceleration to jumpstart adoption of cloud computing. Third one is cloud computing security working group, and fourth one is cloud computing standards roadmap working group, and fifth one is cloud computing target business use case working group. These groups are created after launching the NIST in 2011. These five groups are created, and they are working together to form a cloud and provide a better services which provide security, privacy and references. First of all, we define this architecture should provide a blueprint that can be used by the other organization that wish to adopt the similarities as compared to NIST and IBM. Other organizations don't work in practice but use this both architecture as a reference architecture, and use the qualities and services and privacies that provided by the NIST and IBM. So it is also defined, they both architecture also define the scope, requirements, and it satisfy all the design issues and guidelines. It provide the guidelines and share patterns for the best practices. These, as we all know, the cloud service, cloud provides the services, on-demand service, broad networks, access and resource pooling, rapid elasticity, measured services. On-demand service means when the customer who want to use the cloud anytime can take the service from the cloud provider. And the second one is broad network access. The capabilities are available over the network, and we assess the cloud services on the vast network. Mm, the third one is resource pooling. The time during the cloud service assessed by the user or a consumer, the time comes when the multiple users and so many users want to access the cloud services. At that time, the possible. The provider computing the resources are pooled to serve the multiple consumers using a multi-tenant model with different physical and virtual resource dynamically assigned. At that time, the reassigned according to the consumer demand. There is a sense of location independence in that the consumer generally has no control or knowledge over the exact location of provided resources. The fourth one is rapid elasticity. Capability can be elastically provisioned and released by the provider. And the fifth one is measured services. The cloud system automatically control and optimize the resources used by the consumer. In these four capabilities or these four features are provided by the NIST and IBM Cloud Computing Reference Architecture. So we come next we come through NIST Cloud Computing Reference Architecture. NIST have five major players. The first one is cloud consumer, cloud audit. Second one is cloud auditor. Third one is cloud provider. Fourth is cloud broker, and fifth is cloud carrier. So first, I explain you cloud consumer. Who are cloud consumers? Broker is the person who negotiation between the cloud provider and cloud consumer, who take care of privacy of cloud security, and all these things can be maintained by the cloud broker. Broker is an entity that manage the use and performance and delivery of cloud services. The fourth one is cloud auditor. Cloud auditor can evaluate the service provided by the cloud provider in terms of security, control, privacy, impact, performance, etc. As we all know, what are the audits? Audits can be created for the better performance and guarantee that the services provided by the cloud provider to the cloud consumer is guaranteed that the services are fruitful and profitable and secure for the cloud consumer. The fourth one is cloud carrier. Cloud carrier act as an intermediary or intermediate between the cloud provider and cloud consumer. It acts as an intermediate, and this the work of the cloud carrier is to provide the services or transport the services to the cloud consumer from cloud provider to cloud consumer, sorry. As we all know, the transport services examples are mobile phones, video calling, etc. are the transporting media through which the consumer taking the cloud services from the cloud provider. IBM Cloud Computing Reference Architecture. This architecture is also a reference architecture, as we all as I discussed with you in previous slides, that reference architecture only provide the blueprint for the other organization or institute to follow it. And the main motto or the main motive of this architecture is to provide the better utilization of resources and all these things. The main difference between NIST and IBM is that IBM provide the better abstraction as compared to NIST. The main points or the major roles in IBM is cloud service consumer, cloud service creator, and cloud service provider. The cloud service consumer is the consumers which take the services from the cloud provider, and cloud service creator are the creator who create the services. Just as we take example, the person or organization who provide the services or who create the services, just like Amazon and Microsoft, who create the services for the consumer are cloud creator, and the cloud provider is a person who provide the services from the by cloud creator to cloud consumer. The services created by the cloud service creator used by the cloud consumer through provider. So these are the 3 points of IBM Cloud Computing Reference Architecture.